was going to make this video like 15 minutes earlier, but I heard that they're making a Jump Street free, but it turns out it's not now. So now I really want to listen to like all of Ice Cube's best bits in the films. I spent 15 minutes looking at that, and also like the COD announcers, Marley 13's videos. Anyway, this is school on Thursday, the 17th. Yeah, of November 2022. There was a fire truck in front of us when we were going to the other school, but I don't know what happened. But movie image went fine. I read the first volume of Champions, the Marvel 2020 series. Let me look up what volume that is actually. The trending might reset because my phone went sideways. But I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now, and it's showing me volumes 2, 3, and 4, but not volume 1. Although at the top of it says, for the original team, see Champions, 1975 team. Which I'm going to assume is what volume 1 is. Yeah, it's Marvel. Let me go down to collected editions, and the collected editions is bullet points. I'm not a fan of bullet point lists on Wikipedia. Some Wikipedia articles have them. Some of them have tables, and the tables are far better. It's basically impossible to read the bullet point lists on Wikipedia. So I read volume 4. It's good, except for it seems to me that the whole purpose of the team is boomers writing stories about teenagers, basically saying that all boomers are evil no matter what, because Peter Parker isn't protecting climate change, therefore he's not a good person. And the same thing for literally every other adult superhero. Like, I mean, they even were going after millennials. Whatever. I'll put the phone down so I don't have that sound. I don't really know what to call it. So, I've got another volume of that. And when I'm done that, I'll be an FR, then I can finally get back to finishing my Miss Marvel. The librarian still isn't in, so I didn't do duty with her. I'm just trying to think of things to say because not much. And we studied more King Lear, and that's it. This Twitter as of 11 to 7 p.m. It's Danny DeVito's birthday, but for some reason on IMDb he's like halfway down the list. And number 2 is like some dickhead. Really hate him. Don't know why he's not. Oh, sorry. Not a person I hate, but it's Martin Scorsese, which it's debatable who's more popular. I'm not going to look at 1899 Netflix because I've yet to see it and don't want to get spoilers. It's a conspiracy. I'm warning you. Don't trust him. Wake up before it's too late. Poor Kanye. Next week, MIT, in partnership with... Here we go. Supposed to host an event with people sitting next to him will be Zelensky, Zuckerberg, and U.S. Treasury Janet Yellen. Why is Zelensky attending this? Why isn't he busy, fighting a fucking war? But yes, Alexa, show me dystopia. If I've activated your echo, I'm sorry. Taco Bell's Mexican party is greatly enhanced by replacing the refried beans with black beans. I still miss the onions though, and it used to have It used you to have tomato and green onions. And that's all I'm going to show. You cannot copyright me. If you're trying to earn yield on your crypto, just cut out middleman and delete your wallet. People line by Stone Talks at 50k. Congrats. No matter what I post my mentions, they're all full of giant penis jokes. Giant penis is fairly quickly turning into Brad's wife meme. Does Sue breathe a long, sad sigh every time she sees your Twitter name? She lets out a large sigh of disappointment when she sees the real thing. Small PP party. I'd be disappointed if my husband wasn't a Rangers fan. The two genders. I don't get it. Oh my god. I don't know. But if I were to guess, I'd say he's running them over. Pensioner 72, jailed for serving mince pies in lockdown, suffers heart attack behind bars. As headlines say, he was jailed for selling mince pies when he was actually jailed for perverting the course of justice, a far more serious offence. Well, what was it? Because from the headline itself, it seems like, oh, how dare you leave your house? We're going to arrest you despite the fact that you're 72 years old. Assuming that he was 72 during, at the start of lockdown, he's the same age as my granny. Anyway, I would pervert the shit out of justice if I was being sent to jail for fucking selling pies. Maybe, but he wasn't being sent in prison for selling pies, was he? Likely would have gotten a fixed penalty notice. The only reason he was in prison because he escalated the situation by destroying evidence. Destroying evidence of what? What, is he just eating the pies? What are you talking about? Shouldn't be getting anything at all. He was selling pies. Nothing wrong with dodging a bullshit authoritarian charge. Wouldn't be a trip to Glasgow if I bumped into Marcus. Nice. Wow, you're short. No, Calvin is a fucking giant. Best-selling law for person joins me to discuss how elites have weaponized mental illness via climate change fanaticism, creating a new generation of pathological privileged narcissists. Associated Press issues correction to its fake report, which could have kicked off World War III. This isn't even the first time this decade that they've done it. Because remember at the start of 2020 when Trump killed Qasem Soleimani, which most people would have forgotten his name by now. The only reason why I remember his name because I actually had his name as a joke name on my PlayStation. The point is, first thing that happened, January 4th, I think. And got all the memes about it. I remember one of Ninja being the caption was Fortnite players when they get drafted. Why can't I build? Men and women from minority groups predict the probability of attaining a degree is higher than white British among both these with elite and non-elite backgrounds. Much more socially mobile, basically. Thank you, AP, for cracking a story that nearly launched World War III. Now, maybe you can also name the senior American intelligence official who spoke on a condition of anonymity, and who may have had ulterior motives in bringing the world to the edge of nuclear war. Asylum seeker accused of rape at migrant hotel goes missing in Buckinghamshire. MPs and councillors on Wednesday night raised concerns at the wholly unacceptable blunder that allowed the 39-year-old suspect to disappear from the hotel. Following yesterday's explosion in eastern Poland, I called President Person earlier today. I offered my condolences to the Polish people and reiterated Canada's support for full investigation. We agreed to keep supporting Ukrainians. I joined other G7 leaders today to address Russia's missile strikes on Ukraine. We condemn these attacks in the strongest possible terms. Indiscriminate attacks on innocent civilian populations constitute a war crime, and we will hold Putin and those responsible to account. Explosion? Wow. When Zelensky kills innocent civilians, it's an explosion. When Putin does it, it's a war crime. Discussing politics. Thy name is Justin Trudeau. Bank loans must pay what? Where'd the 0.5? Where'd the what? 1.5 billion? Where'd the 0.5 come from? Have they like added to his charge after something or something like that? Like I know that the family were looking for 2.75 trillion, but what the fuck? Anyway, being wrong, then how much did the Russian missile attack of Poland check out Article 5 hoaxers owe? Fuck all. Because of course. Ferdinand they reverses gender neutral uniform policy and allowing male staff to wear skirts on board, but only for the flight the Qatar carrying the England team. Dangerous extremist replacement migration conspiracy theory being promoted by Chef's Notes. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat, New York. All the upper middle class whipped and voting 98% white countryside areas of England finally got the experience of the diversity they voted for. Polish politicians blame Ukraine for causing a provocation by falsely claiming its own missile at the struck place that had been fired by Russia. Photographers captured a cheat sheet given to Biden by his handlers at the G20 summit, which again orders him to sit down, weirdly capitalizing the word "you" in every sentence. Twitter account Rishi Sunak posted a weird edited video of him and Justin Trudeau. That word fawning up to Ukrainian President Zelensky on the same day that he falsely asserted that Russia had fired missiles into Poland. The Twitter owner Elon sent an internal ultimatum to remaining staff at the company Wednesday, asking them to respond yes or no to the promise to commit to extremely hardcore work to move the platform forward. Why should British taxpayers hand over even more of their income to the government when it's done in such a poor job as custodian is of the nation's finances? Don't forget, it's spunked 37 billion up to the wall on NHS testing through this and lost 37 billion the fraud during the pandemic. Bankman-Fried admitted it. For these billionaires, wokery is just an empty loyalty path to prove your obedience to the establishment.